Everybody. Um, so I wanted to explain. Okay, so basically, I have on. I forgot to mention Instagram too last time I was on. And with Instagram, I put a link now so you can actually go to my YouTube channel. I put it where website is. You can just link right on, and you'll get right on to my YouTube channel on Instagram. And Clapper, you need to do the same thing to my, there's a link there for my YouTube channel, so you need to do that to get the full videos. TikTok, you probably will get I think it ends at 20 minutes or something. I don't think they'll be longer than 20 minutes, but there's a link there for YouTube if it ever does go beyond that, but usually it won't be. Because I don't put very big videos out, because that way people don't have to spend a lot of time, and then it gives me just a few minutes. People absorb the information and so forth. So, here we go. There's some part of the series, the Christian series, I was putting out here. What happened at 300 AD? Emperor Constantine, he came together and made the modern Christian church. And when he did that, he actually combined pagan stuff in with it. And a lot of people don't know that, but that's what happened. That's why they call the Roman Catholic Church. It's how it got started. That's why Protestants came later, because they finally were able to read the Bible and realize it was contradictory, because the idols worship and all that. The idol worship. So, with all that idol worship thing, it's bad, and God talks about that. So we shouldn't have an idol worship, and God talks against that big time. It's in the 10 Commandments, and it's in everything. So what we do is, that's when they took away the books of the Bible too, because they didn't want that in there, because then you would know the truth of everything. In Genesis, it just touches on the things I talked about. But the book of Enoch, and then there's other books, and they all are in the Ethiopian Bible, by the way. If you want to look, you probably need an English translation of it. But there's a lot of all the books are there in that one, were restored. And then also, the same books are also in the Dead Sea Scrolls. They're there too. And so there was a time in history where we were different than we are today. God cursed us because we had, science itself says 10% of our brain, right, is all we use. We don't use no more than 10% of our brain. And scientists have not been able to figure out why they still can't figure out why we only use 10% of our brain. And so that's a fact. Anybody can look that up. And so the thing is during the early times, we used to be able to communicate in multiple languages, because we used to use 100% of our brain. So we could, if somebody spoke a different language, we could figure that out really quick, because we were so smart back then. We could actually analyze what they were saying and come out with it better than any our human brain is smarter than any supercomputer out there, if we fully had function to it. So we go, oh, okay, yeah, you're saying this. So you'd catch on to their language, so you would know. And same thing went with the animals too. And there's books talking about it, so we could figure out what the animals even were saying to us. So what their language is, because we had that ability. We could figure it out quick. Okay, this animal's with that picture, that tone says is really meaning this to each other, and all that. So we knew what the animals were saying to each other. We figured the whole thing out, because we were smart enough back then. Everybody could do it. It wasn't telekinesis or anything crazy like that. Just we're that smart. So, and we had technology, because they try to put down the ancient aliens and all that stuff, and No, we had technology. We went back into Stone Ages after that. When that Tower of Babel happened, when they confused our languages, they basically took away our mental abilities. What happened? So we don't have the intelligence anymore to figure people's languages out anymore. So all of a sudden, we were stuck with the languages we spoke in different areas of the world, and all of a sudden, we couldn't figure it out anymore. And some, I think, God added a little extra to confuse us even more. So we really weren't communicating on the same page anymore. It was pretty bad. So we went back to Stone Ages. We couldn't even read the stuff to our manuals to do anything anymore, and didn't have the brain power to fix work on anything anymore. So the technology basically went to the dirt, and it's probably in the ground somewhere. That's why they don't want us to go to Antarctica, because it froze solid that old technology we had back in the day. That's what they're doing, is they're redigging technology. It's not alien technology. No, it's our technology that we did years and years ago. They're bringing it. That's why it's advancing so fast. They're giving it to us in pieces, and it's all in Antarctica. They act like they're friends with all these people in these other countries. They're just competitors with each other trying to do it, and who's going to get to the technology the fastest. The military goes in these areas, and that's what they're doing over there. They're trying to get the better technology. And America has been fortunate to get a lot of the best technology out there. A lot of people have been trying to copy and steal our stuff because we got pretty fast on that. We built some pretty out of this world stuff. We went to the moon first before everybody on technology that we didn't have before that because of the Antarctica exploration. Then we have more stuff that was quite better we found on the moon. I've seen pictures. Have you ever heard of Shield of the Sun? He basically showed all kinds of pictures in the day, and I don't think he has those anymore because he went through a wicked divorce, and she was mean and stole all his stuff. So I don't think he has the materials anymore. He's asking for anybody that has it, by the way, to get it to him so he can do more preaching with that. But those didn't look fake. Those pictures I saw, they looked real. So the technology out there is there, and we all need to know that is what happened. And the books tell all kinds of stuff. Like, that's where I got my information about the gods that from all these around the world is actually true. And you need to read some of these religious books from other countries and stuff. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the stuff they have, and I believe it's really their real history. I mean, I don't think they're lying about it. They're not crazy or anything. Very smart people. These people, the British Empire knocked down a lot of these cultures and so forth, but they were very smart. Very, very smart people. So I'll make sure I'm not ever, knock down their abilities. They're very smart, and they had that. But the thing is they just didn't have the blessing of knowing the Almighty Creator at the time. And the end times, everybody's going to need to know about this. This is an end time thing where everybody needs to start following the true Creator. His name is Yahovah, the Creator of everything. It's going to be spread throughout the whole world. I know it's all partially. I know the Jehovah's Witnesses did that too, and which is good, but they stopped doing it. I don't know why, but so God has a reason for everything. So we need to spread this out throughout the world, that the Creator's name, and that everybody follows it and knows what He really wants. And the true story is those weren't fake. Those gods were actually fallen angels. A third of the angels fell out the heavens, and they're still around today, but they hide themselves because they have a narrative. They're coming out again. And they're going to call them aliens. Just to let you know, they're not aliens. They've been here for thousands and thousands of years, and they're hiding. They'll come out, and they're probably in caves or under the ocean or wherever they may be, out in the stars, because they've got supernatural capabilities to go in other dimensions and stuff. And I'm not crazy. This is actually, I've read these books, and read some of the books from these other religions too. I mean, it'll be out of this world, but then you'll understand the reality of it all. You have to have faith. Pray upon this. Don't just take my word for it. Pray upon everything I'm telling you, and look into those lost books of the Bible. It's the Ethiopian scriptures. It's actually the Bible, but it's got a few extra in there, and they're also in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Those extra Bibles are in there. So understand, this is what's going on, and we're living in those dimes, and things are really not good. But I got other things to add here. But I wanted to let everyone know about those books and other religious books that aren't something to follow, but at least they teach you to what they believed and why they believed it, because it was real to them. Well, it was real, actually. It just wasn't the Almighty Creator, Almighty Jehovah, the Creator of all. And they went teaching people all these teachings. So, to counter everything the Creator Himself has done. They want to be worshipped instead, the other way around. And not saying it's Satan. These people, although Satan runs them. So what does it matter? But they, I don't know. There's a lot of certain things, but we all need to figure this stuff out and pray upon what I'm telling you. So you understand what's going on. Understand it. Read it. Read everything you can, and make prayers to everybody. So I'll pray that Almighty Jehovah, pray in His Son Yeshua's name. The Father Almighty Jehovah, who created all, who ransomed, sacrificed His Son. Please, Yeshua's name. Amen.